Howdy, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And today I've got Ben back in here for his second ring dinger. Ben's traveling all the way in from mainland Hawaii, so he's coming all the way to Houston to get his ring dinger and chiropractic care. Ben had his first ring dinger yesterday, and he was explaining a few of the changes that he's already noticed after that first adjustment. So Ben, I'll let you share a little bit about what you've experienced so far.
Yeah, normally I get a chest pop or build up of pressure in my chest, and once a day I'll try to release it somehow by raising my shoulders or my head, and I didn't get that yesterday, so that was great. Haven't had a day without that in a long time. My neck and my everything about my spine really just feels more stable. So I'm looking forward to today, and I'm very impressed with how yesterday's treatment went. So.
And Ben wasn't as sore as a lot of patients that come in because we give the recommendation of ice and the stretches and those other homework that we like patients to take back with them. So he wasn't as sore yesterday, so he didn't use as much of the ice, but that's all right. We told him he might be a little bit sore after today's adjustment just because getting a few of these in a row is going to be like going to the gym and doing a few intense workouts in the subsequent visits.
So I'm ready for it. I'll go get some ice.
All right, so let's take a look at your posture here first today. Maybe close those eyes. Bend your head forwards and backwards. Good, and all the way back for me. Good. Much better range of motion already. Back to neutral. Good. Got just a little bit of the right translation in the cervical spine, and then a little bit of right pelvic translation also. But you came to the right place to get straightened out, huh?
All right.
So Ben, since you're a return patient now, we're gonna get you first on the ring dinger table.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're gonna decompress your spine and move you over to the BioPhysics table afterwards. Ben's wearing some beautiful Vivo barefoot shoes as well. I've been interested in getting myself some of those too and trying them.
I love them.
I've got a few patients that have brought those in and said that they really enjoy them.
I really like them.
Especially since you've been getting into more rock climbing too. It's nice to have stronger feet, I bet.
Yeah.
Alright. Get the squeeze on you, huh?
Yeah. It's okay.
The pains really are the worst part of this entire procedure. But that's just a side effect of getting the ring dinger done. Got to stabilize that pelvis. So Ben, I'll have you take a nice deep breath in through that nose for me. Good, blow it all the way out. And wiggle that left big toe for me, okay, Ben? Good, yes sir. How far down did you feel that one this morning, Ben? I felt it to about mid to lower thoracics. Is that about where you felt it?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Nice deep breaths in through that nose for me. And all the way out. Get those legs relaxed and sink into that table. There we go. Told you they get deeper. Not as abrupt as the first one though, huh?
No. Yeah, I can feel that all the way down my. It's kind of like down the way down here actually.
So you did feel it to that low back sacrum?
I think
Perfect.
so, yeah.
Perfect. Oh boy. One more way down here on the right. Have you tilt with me and then look over that left shoulder. Yes, sir. No better way to start your day, huh?
Oh man, that was great.
Other than sitting in that Houston traffic to get here, huh?
Oh.
Other than the pins, that's probably the other worst part about Houston, huh? Just all the traffic.
Thank you.
Then we're gonna get you on the BioPhysics table next.
Okay.
And you'll notice today too that we're gonna get a lot more movement off of this table after getting the ring dinger done first.
Okay.
Which is something that I even noticed personally when I started as a patient here and then went up to Palmer for chiropractic school. When I was getting consistent ring dingers and decompression adjustments, it made all of these BioPhysics adjustments even easier. When I went to Palmer for about 4 years and stopped getting my decompression adjustments, it made all of the thoracic and lumbar and cervical adjustments that I received even more difficult, and I didn't have as long of a lasting relief after getting them done because I was still getting compressed from gravity. So Ben, I'm gonna start on that left SI joint.
Okay.
You've got the easy job again. Just breathe and relax, okay?
How long has Dr. Johnson been doing the ring dinger?
So he's been practicing for 42 years, and he started the ring dinger right after he graduated from chiropractic school.
Wow.
Loosen this up just a bit here. one here. Perfect. Pressure okay there?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're moving into L5. Straight P to A, slight S to I line of drive. Big breath in for me, Ben. All the way out. Good. L4. Here's L3. Deep breath. Good. Now as I get into L2, L1, you'll see my arm angle changes slightly. Big breath in for me, Ben. To match the curvature of the spine. Big breath, last one. All the way out. Good. Let those sit for just a second, Ben. Those aren't as intense as yesterday, huh?
No.
So you're exactly even now in this position. Let me know if this feels any different, that low back and pelvis when I bring those legs up.
Yeah.
A lot smoother this time, huh? See, that's another thing that I love too about this technique is that not only do you feel the sensations and you feel that symptom relief in your body, we're able to show you all these pre and post adjustment tests as well to show you that we're making those changes to your spine and pelvis. All right, big breath in for me, Ben. All the way out. Good. Another big breath. All the way out. Really let those shoulders just sink and drop for me. A little bit of movement there. You don't get those loud, satisfying pops and clicks, but that's range of motion in there that you're feeling. Get all the way out. There we go. Like moving the earth on that one, huh?
Yeah.
One more in this upper thoracic right rib cage area. Feel like those shoulders just drop and sink towards the side for me. Yes, sir. That was much needed, huh?
Yeah.
Did you notice too how we got more and more movement out of those upper and mid thoracics today?
Yeah.
That's the result of getting the decompression out of those joints. Because another thing that sets this technique apart as well is the table and the equipment that we use also. And go face up for me. And I believe you mentioned those things as well yesterday too, that the tables here are a lot different than ones that you
Yeah,
used in the
yeah.
past.
Definitely.
Have your arms out to the side for me like a big old T. Because you can do y-axis traction multiple ways, but it's the table and the philosophy, the 42 years that Dr. Johnson has accumulated. Have you scoot down just a bit so I get my hands on top of the shoulders. So all of the clinical experience, the knowledge, and the postgraduate education that he has sought is what helped develop and accumulate to become that table right there and help enlist the best y-axis decompression adjustment. Two more here. Last one, big breath for me. Good. You feel that rib cage right there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Got even more movement out of the rib cage today too. So maybe relax those hands on that tummy for me. Big breath in through that nose. Good. Let this leg go like a limp rag for me. Perfect. Did you feel it up into the hip?
Yeah.
Felt it a lot in the knee.
Yeah, I felt it in my hip too.
Okay.
All right.
So whenever you want to fly me out to Hawaii for your ring dingers, you let me know, all right?
That was great.
So I'll help you sit up here next.
Sure, man.
Maybe go rock climbing with you too, huh?
That'd be nice.
Have you swing those legs around?
All right.
Yeah, if I'm rock climbing, there better be something chasing me, because I don't think I can make it up that thing out of leisure.
How about a girl in a bikini?
I don't know if I'd be running away from that, but maybe if I'm chasing her, huh? Have you looked at the ceiling for this one? Good. We didn't get any movement out of that shoulder yesterday. We got much better movement today.
Oh, good.
Because again, you've been dealing with these issues for quite some time. So it really kind of takes some time to break down a lot of the scar tissue and a lot of the motion restrictions that are in all of those joints.
Yeah, this is the one that had the dislocation I confirmed with my mom last night.
Our mom's great.
Yeah, they are.
I tell a lot of patients that their parents used to straighten them up. Now it's my turn. One more right there. There we go. Perfect.
And I've never had anyone do my wrists and hands like that, or elbow and stuff.
We are full body adjusters here, and that's because within each of these joints, they are housed in a capsular ligament that has mechanoreceptors, which are specialized nerve cells that communicate with your brain. So anytime that I stimulate one of these joints, it bombards the brain and the cerebellum with proprioceptive neurological information, which your brain then has to process and send back into that joint and becomes more aware of that joint's position in space, as well as allowing for more range of motion and decreased neurological and mechanical symptoms. There we go. You've got some of the noisiest wrists that I've probably ever adjusted.
They
From the
crack
rock
on, they
climbing,
pop
huh?
on their own. Like there's times where I'll move them and they just.
Probably sounds like bubble wrap when you're climbing, huh?
It does, sometimes, yeah. Like actually, when the first pull up I do of any day, I usually get elbow pops too.
I've got some finger extensor exercises I can show you
Nice.
as well
Great.
to help stabilize that wrist and elbow joint too.
Perfect.
So not only are we providing all the adjustments and everything that you see on camera here, we also do a lot of educational things outside of the adjusting videos too. That way you can take some information and some tips and tricks back home to Hawaii. That way you can pull those out if you ever do go through any flare-ups or anything like that.
That's good.
Have some tools in your toolbox to help
Full body service.
Yes, sir. Don't worry, you're in Houston, so we gotta shoot you now.
Okay.
All right. So if you bend that head forward for me. Good. So again, same instructions as yesterday. If you do get sore, make sure you throw some of that crushed ice in the freezer baggie directly on the skin. Make sure you keep up with all the homework that we've already given you in terms of a 10-minute brisk walk as soon as you leave here. And this extension exercise. Good. Now you look in that mirror for me. Remember that foundation exercise from yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Shoulders up and back. Good. Chin straight back. And look at the wall behind you. Just like that. And again, this is the only time you'll hold this position is right here, getting this upper cervical adjustment done. Relax those shoulders for me. Bend that head forwards and backwards. And all the way back as far as you can. Should feel like you pull a WD-40 in there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for the rock wall now, huh?
Absolutely.
So Ben, how would you compare your second treatment to your first?
It's very similar. Got a lot of good, it felt like adjustments and cracks and stuff today. I think the first one was more shocking probably to my body just because it's like I've never, I was a little like, I think yesterday when you were about to do the ring dinger, I was like, is he, like you talked about my toes, like is he trying to distract, and then boom, it was like,
And so now
like,
you
oh.
kinda,
But this time I'm like, I'm just like, you know what, like it went great yesterday, so I just feel more trust and comfortable with it. And
Absolutely.
then it was, yeah.
Because it's a lot different than what the videos make it seem.
Right.
It looks very violent on videos and it looks very uncontrolled on
Right.
videos, but when you get in here and you lay on the table, you feel how
Right.
secure those hips are. You feel, you go through all the instructions, the
Yeah.
breathing exercises that I talk about. You realize that it is a lot more controlled than what a YouTube
Yeah.
video can make it seem like.
And I was talking with my girlfriend last night, and she was like, well, did it hurt, the ring dinger? I was like, no, actually, like it didn't feel any pain at all.
The number one side effect from getting that adjustment done is a little bit of muscle soreness, and that's
Yeah,
why we
yeah, but
make
like
sure
the
patients are aware of that.
actual decompression itself did not have any pain.
It usually feels really, really good.
No,
So
yeah,
and that's why people.
because she was
travel
like,
from
she
all
saw
over
me
the-
afterwards, and she's like, were you like in pain because you weren't breathing? You like looked like you're like, oh.
It's
And
just
I
a
was like,
shock.
I was like, no, I was just like kind of shocked, but like I was like feeling like, dude, am I okay? Am I? I'm like, oh,
Your
I'm
body,
fine. I'm fine.
Your body, your brain,
Yeah.
and your nervous system
Right.
have never felt those sensations
Right.
of
It's a new
decompression.
feeling, but like
You've only been getting
When I
compressed,
was-
compressed in your life.
And
never
when I've been
decompressed.
was trying to feel what I was feeling, I was like, I don't feel pain. This is great. Okay, cool. I just feel
Absolutely.
relief. So
Now you're seeing why people fly from all over the country and all over the world to get
absolutely
this done, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, Ben, thank you so much
Thank you, sir.
for sharing your follow-up video with the YouTube
Yes,
crack
sir.
addicts out there. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And again, thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and following along with Ben's story here while he's in Houston. We'll see you guys
Aloha.
soon. Aloha.